Thank you to Morris Arkeltum for their generous donation on Patreon.
Hello everyone, my name is Vivian. It's actually me in present time, not me from years ago. And I'm here to show you something. I'm here to show you something that if you follow me on Twitter you've already seen, but here it is. It's a piece of paper with some random shit on it. Now this might not look like much, but here's a little piece of a time lapse that might explain it a little better. But it probably won't. But I put the work into it, so here it is. Now again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I don't blame you for not fully understanding what the hell you just saw. And also, even if you do follow me on Twitter and even saw some of those pictures before, probably that was a mess. I went and all it was just a mess trying to follow that. I realized as I was making it, because I went in all different random order, it was not going to work as a time lapse. But I did it anyway, and because I didn't start from the beginning, you didn't really get a full scope of what went on. But this is all to say that my recent work doing those stream re-edits is finished in terms of the editing portion of them all. I went through and double-checked, and out of the 204 live streams that are currently on my channel, I don't know if that's all of them. I think I've deleted some of them. I don't know. But of the 204 live streams that are currently on this channel, 165 of them were candidates for re-edit. And I have gone through and turned them all into video formats, video length, where I took out gaffes and moments where I'm talking to chats for forever on non sequiturs and random bits and where I'm not doing stuff or talking to people in the room or having to do other stuff, just stuff that isn't pertaining to the game or interrupting or distracting. And you get the concept. And a lot of these were multi-hour long or were just obscene in length, and so they wound up being multiple parts. And so you take 165 streams, and a lot of these had to be multiple parts, and so even with these having to be multiple videos in a day, me finishing on, as it says on the last one here, March 7th at 3:40 p.m., these will still be going up on the channel for a bit. The last one, I just finished editing it today, obviously. The last one is currently scheduled to go up. It is Adastra Episode 3. It is a two-parter. Those are scheduled to go up on April 8th. So I've got a full month still. And that's with me going full tilt since the beginning of the year, pretty much exclusively on re-edits. I did say when I made a video about this that I didn't want to just be doing the re-edits and that I wanted to do new content concurrently, but pretty quickly I realized that if I did that, then there would be some confusion about what was new and what was old, and I didn't want to have there be people who were like, oh, is this new? And then there be people who are like, oh, I can't ever tell what is and isn't a re-edit, what is and isn't stuff from years ago. And when I'm not always the proudest of the quality of my content from years ago, not to say that I'm like, you know, I'm not Steven Spielberg over here with the quality. I didn't want there to be confusion in terms of what is and isn't a re-edit. And so when the last re-edit goes out, that episode of Adastra, or if things ever have to be rescheduled or shuffled around. Sometimes these things happen. It's happened multiple times while doing this. I'll be putting out a video to signify that the last of the re-edits are done and out, and that there will be new content from here on. I recorded some Grand Theft Auto that's just been sitting there not being edited because I know everyone on this channel loves it when I play console games. I'm not gonna say that there weren't good things and bad things coming out of this process. I rediscovered a passion for a lot of the games that I haven't played in a while. A lot of the streamed episodes contained bits that, especially the early on streams, where I really had no idea how to balance looking and reading chat and reading a game, where I genuinely did not remember anything about what I was playing because I was so focused on the chat, and I was overwhelmed because there were people walking around and my dog was going nuts a lot of the time, and it was just not a good time. And so I rediscovered a passion for certain games like Wolfstar Sins in Paradise, or After Class, or Moronatsu Homecoming Moronatsu Revisited, or stuff like that. And that's not the only examples, but games like that have gotten pushed off to the side. And then there's also been a lot of unfortunate side effects where, you know, you do something multiple times a day, every day, for months, and you know, I've been having dreams where, like, every dream I have has a filter where I'm like editing through it. Like, legitimately, I'm having dreams almost every night where I'm editing through my videos, or I'm editing through the dream, because I'm editing all day. Because I'm trying to get through these fucking things. I had 165 live streams to get through. These things are multiple things. The longest one was 10 hours to get through. It's been an incredibly strange process to go through. And I understand it's been a very taxing one for patience. It's been a taxing one for me, for my patience, for my durability as someone who is not the biggest fan of myself, certainly not the biggest fan of my past selves. You know, all of these have been pre-transition, pre-medical treatment, pre-mental health diagnoses, so a lot of these have been wincing and cursing at myself and going over past mistakes. I've talked a lot about how I felt about myself in these videos in therapy, you know. Imposter syndrome has been a huge problem going through these things, but I genuinely believed in, and still do, in why I've been doing this. And now that it's done, it's done. There's no more live streams to do, and there's only one more month of videos left to come out, and once they're done, they're done. And I'll be able to move on to new content and catch up on all the updates that I've missed. I'm probably going to start recording them as soon as possible. And in order to get the re-edit content done and out of the way, I'm not currently planning on scheduling new content to upload concurrently with the re-edits as they're coming out. I'm just going to wait until they're done so that they can get up and out of the way, and out and done. And like I said, I'll upload a video to announce that they're done. Because for a while I was putting stream re-edit in all the titles, but I don't know, for some reason it felt like people just weren't watching them because they were there. And then, like, people weren't giving them a chance or realizing that they were there at all, or people just weren't seeing them, or maybe that because they saw that, they thought maybe it was like a clip thing. I saw some people saying that they thought it was stream clips or a highlight show, that it wasn't an actual episode. It wasn't me trying to pretend it was new content. In the descriptions, it always says originally streamed on the date, and at the beginning of the episode, it always says the date of the original stream. And I always introduce myself as Decker Link when the channel says Vivian Jade. And I've made it very clear that things have changed now. So there was no attempt to pretend it's new content. No one's really at least no one's vocalized anything about that. Once the beginning of April has come, new content should be right around the corner. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break, but hopefully one that won't leave a gap in content, because I have a fucking month here, and I'm eager to get started with the content I've missed. I've heard that there are multiple finales that I can get to on EA, and Lord knows Temptations Ballad and Burrows have just been chugging along while I'm gone, so I've got stuff I've got to get to. And I haven't been recording like anything. I've just been fucking editing, and it's weird to like get back into it. But anyway, thank you for your patience on all of this. Somehow, I'll get back into the swing of things. The first fucking third of the year is gone, or at least it's gonna be gone by the time that I'll actually be starting on a whole new set of stuff. My current priority list is to get updated with the stuff I've already been doing, but I'm still going to be trying to approach it with the idea of playing what I want to play, because I don't want to ever get caught up in the same mindset that these streams really embodied at the time, which was a sense of I have to do this because that was what was expected. There was a lot of that at the time. And that's why there was so much of like the same two games. It's not that I didn't like those games, but like I didn't play but like the same two games almost all the time, because that's what was so much expected of me. And it was just not, it almost ruined the whole experience for me. So I'm going to shut up now. Thank you very much for your patience and your time and your understanding. I look forward to the new content. I hope you do too. I hope you've enjoyed the old content. I've updated the playlists as I've been going. I've updated the thumbnails. I hope you've been enjoying that, featuring the new icon art done by BriarsThorne. I love it. I just hope I hope you've been enjoying maybe reliving some of the old memories, and without the annoying chatter and disruptions of times gone past. But anyway, yeah. I'm actually gonna go now. Bye. See you when the new stuff happens. Whatever.